welcome back to my channel, Orobeo Nanikore. My name is Ash, and if you haven't been watching my videos, hi, how are you? Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. So this is going to be a continuation of my things to put on your 2025 bingo board, and this is going to be those 100 different creative hobbies to try in 2025 that I will be sharing with you. So I split these into 5 different categories, and that's going to be creative hobbies, cozy hobbies, relaxing hobbies, fun and whimsical hobbies, and then skill building hobbies. So since there are 100 different things to put on here, you have literally no excuse. If you don't have a hobby that you want to try off of this list, I'm sorry. Maybe you're not that fun, just kidding. But without further ado, we are going to go straight into that list. So the first thing we have on my list is to paint with watercolors or acrylics. If you want to be a little bit extra, got a little bit more money, try oil painting. They literally have drawing prompts. If you don't know what to paint, there's painting tutorial videos. Paint something, do it, it's really fun. The next thing, if you have an iPad or a computer, try digital art, digital drawing. It's really fun. You can definitely make it into a hobby or a job. Third thing we have is pottery or clay sculpting. You can literally make so many different things out of clay and pottery, and then you can paint them, and you can also make useful things or jewelry or charms, things of that nature. Then we have bullet journaling or art journaling. Journals are really fun. You can even make a junk journal where you just take it everywhere, find something on the floor, glue it, stick it, tape it, damn. Number 5 is going to be writing poetry or short stories. There are so many different prompt generators on the internet if you are just not good at coming up with ideas, but you're really good at writing poetry or short stories. Or to take it even farther, try haiku. And number 6 is scrapbooking memories. Scrapbooking is really fun. Go get yourself some tape, some glue, some washi tape, stickers, glitter, glue. And then you can do candle making. You can do traditional candle making where you like dip the waxes, or you could just paint different candles, or you can have like those little layered candles that you can do. There are candle making classes in every major city. This one I have is embroidery or cross stitching. Personally, I like to embroider. Number 9 is sewing your own clothes or plushies. Next up, you can DIY your own jewelry. So you can do perler beading, you can melt stuff together, you can do shrinky dinks, you can do pony beads and make yourself cool candy. There's literally so many different ways you can make your own jewelry. The next thing is to design your own stickers. Photography is knitting or crocheting. Calligraphy or hand lettering. Creating zines or mini magazines. Wood burning or pyrophotography is making resin crafts. I'd say you should definitely get into making resin because I made this. I made a lot of things out of resin and it is really fun. You can get really creative with the colors. You can get creative with the designs, or you can repurpose things that would just be sitting in your drawer anyways, like a pair of keys you can't use anymore, a pair of earrings that broke, or Pokemon cards that your boyfriend will never use ever in his entire life. All right, so number 18 is origami or paper folding. Then we have upcycling old clothes into new items. Furniture painting or refurbishing is such a useful hobby. If you live in a neighborhood where people literally throw away perfectly good furniture or maybe slightly scratched furniture, you can literally just sand it down, paint it, and then resell it. You can make this hobby into a full-fledged career. Okay, so next up we have the cozy hobbies. This is gonna be baking, cookies, cakes, or try bread making, especially if you do it in like those cute little designs. Bread making looks so cool. And then you can collect cozy blankets or thrifted mugs. Every season I will have new blankets for each new holiday or new season. Ooh, number 23 is to make your own tea blends. Okay, so if you were a tea girly like myself, try all the different teas with all the different flavors, different aromas, different inclusions. Put together a little tea drawer because tea is delicious, it's good for you, and there's so many different varieties of tea, it's not even funny. And don't forget to do it in a cute cup as well. Start putting together puzzles, and then once you're done with your puzzle, put puzzle glue over it and frame it. Get some puzzle glue, get you some paper, put it in a picture frame, and frame it up, because those puzzles, they take time. And even if you do it with a friend or a partner, like teamwork make the dream work, you want to frame that moment. Okay, so 25 is to watch cozy themed movie or shows, but I'm gonna take that a step further and say that if you're watching a movie, like have a whole movie night where you pair it with either a snack or an activity that has to do with that movie. Okay, so the next thing is to write letters or keep a pen pal. So writing letters can be really fun way to keep in touch with your loved ones or your friends that maybe you don't see every day, or if they just forget to text back or something like that. But taking it a step further and meeting a pen pal is a way that you can exchange different lives or different cultures, or different ideas, or just, I don't know, make it really fun. Get some stickers, send them like a little collage that you made, or maybe a photo of what you wore that day, or heck, you can even write to a prisoner. They got nothing else better to do, and prisoners, they learned how to draw and make little purses out of wrapping paper. You could tell them your life story, you could figure out their life story, you could meet a friend, like, get a pen pal, get some pretty stationery, get some pretty pins, get some cute stickers. Write somebody a letter. Okay, so the next thing is to create a vision board or a mood board. Now, you can do a vision board or a prayer board. Either way, it's good to visualize the things that you want. It's easier than just like writing a list and you look at your list and you're like, cool, and then you don't ever look at it again. It's another thing to actually look at the pictures that you put together yourself and to visualize those goals that you want. Like, mood boards do the exact same thing, but you know, it's more fun to do a vision board. So the next one is to build a terrarium. So you don't necessarily have to build like a live terrarium unless you have a green thumb, which good for you, I don't. You can literally make a terrarium towards anything that you're interested in. You can just take an empty fish bowl, put it up with those fake plants that you can get from Hobby Lobby or Joann's, and then you can put your favorite Pokemon, anime character, whatever else, and then just close it off like a snow globe. Okay, the next one is to curl up with either a book, an audiobook, or a podcast. The next one is something that I really want to do, and that is to start gardening. And you can start a garden literally on your window. You can grow herbs to put in your food, like rosemary or basil or cilantro. Like really easy to start herbs that you can literally have in your windowsill. Just put water, stick them in the windowsill, and they'll grow. Number 32 is to decorate your space with these seasonal themes. Like if it's Christmas, decorate for Christmas. If it's Halloween, decorate for Halloween. If it's a religious holiday for you, decorate for your religious holiday. If it's summer, decorate for summer. If it's winter, decorate for winter. If it is International Bubble Wrap Day, which is a real day, by the way, I did a whole report on that in Japanese. Decorate your space with bubbles or bubble wraps. Like, decorating your space is so fun, okay? So you should do it. Okay, so number 33 is to practice meditation with candles or soft music. So meditation can just be sitting and thinking to yourself. It could be prayer, it could be listening to relaxing music. Just whatever you do, make sure there are no words in the music or any distractions. Just spend time with yourself or spend time with your specific deity. Like, just relax and let all the negative energy just dispel from your body. It's a really good thing to do very, very frequently to make it into a hobby. Okay, so the next few ones are bird watching from your backyard or window, journaling about your dreams or feelings, which that one's gonna be really fun, curating a themed playlist for every mood. I definitely recommend that. Set up your own at-home spa days. Like, you don't even have to spend super expensive Lush products. You can literally run down to the dollar store, get you a candle, get you some bubbles, get you some salt for your bath, get you a face mask, do an at-home spa day. Take care of yourself because self-care is so important. You need to do it. Okay, so the next thing is to handmade cozy items like socks or mittens. It's gonna be really rewarding. You can either sew or crochet them. Read cozy mysteries or romance novels. I can get really into these, especially for the ones that are mystery romance novels or murder romance novels. I like to blend my genres, okay? But I really like romance. The next category of hobbies I have for y'all is relaxing hobbies. So first up, we got yoga or Pilates. Between the two, I personally prefer Pilates, but yoga is a practice, so it's good to have that as a hobby. But let me tell you, if you think yoga is hard, it is not. Yoga is very hard, but very rewarding. My mom says that yoga is a practice. Tai Chi or gentle stretching routines. And we got stargazing. And if you're gonna stargaze, try learning all the different constellations and how to identify them. You can listen to vinyl records. There's just something about having a physical collection. You can do either vinyl records, CDs, or tapes, or you can buy yourself an all-in-one player and do all of the above. But starting up a physical music collection is a great way not only to support your favorite artists, but have something that you can like display or something to listen to if like your Wi-Fi goes out. Then you can take long bubble baths, and you can even DIY some bath bombs. You can journal gratitude or affirmations. You can play soothing musical instruments like ukulele or the saxophone. Maybe pick up a recorder or a flute. You can do puzzle games like Sudoku or crossword puzzles. You can watch ASMR, or you can make some ASMR videos. You could do some nature walks in your neighborhood. You can sketch or doodle. And remember, there's no pressure to be perfect. Drawing is for fun, especially if it's for a hobby. You can learn how to brew the perfect coffee and do little coffee art, latte art. Try aromatherapy with candles or essential oils or room sprays. So you can try simple macrame or those little knotted decorations. Those are fun. You can go cloud watching or bird watching. Speaking of birds, you could buy a bird feeder or buy a birdhouse or make a birdhouse, paint a birdhouse. You can create a Zen Garden. Now they have indoor Zen Gardens, or you can make one outside, whichever is most feasible for you. You can experiment with different flavor combinations. I'll give you my personal weird food combination that I like to do. I make ramen noodles, just the noodles, no packet, and I pour out all the water, and then I put a mixture of mayonnaise, ketchup, soy sauce, and hot sauce. Mix it all together, and then tear up some spinach and throw that on top. It's my favorite guilty pleasure in the entire world. It sounds really gross, but it tastes really good. Find your own favorite weird food combination, and please let me know some of your favorites down below. So the next section is gonna be fun and whimsical hobbies, so that's gonna be my personal favorite. The first one I have is playing cozy video games, such as Animal Crossing, or Legend of Zelda, or Pokemon, Stardew Valley, Minecraft, things of that nature. You can also do this on your phone. I have a couple of phone games that I really like. Like I have Pokemon TCG, Hulu Master, Knittens, Cat Game, Snack Bar, and Kinder World, or Kinder World. So you could also start to collect enamel pins, crystals, or cute figures. As you can see, I do all of the above. You can do geocaching or scavenger hunts. There are geocaches literally everywhere. There's an app and also several videos on how to geocache. You can also book a scavenger hunt in your town. A lot of them sell little scavenger hunt tours in your area, but if you know the area like the back of your hand, set up a scavenger hunt for your friends or your family. You could try an escape room. You can decorate cookies or cakes. You can cosplay as your favorite characters. Now this works with either casual cosplay like this one, or you can do a full-fledged cosplay, whichever one you're more comfortable with. You can explore vintage, antique, or thrift stores. Find yourself a favorite in your local area. You can learn how to hula hoop or juggle. You can build some Lego kits. They have Legos for literally everything. I personally really like the Lego flowers. You can create your own perfumes or scents. You can design little dioramas or little doll houses. Making miniatures is really fun. You can try to play a tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons. I personally really want to play the My Little Pony RPG game. You can go around and do all those pressed pennies and get yourself a pressed penny book of everywhere that you go. Buy a sticker book and fill it with all your favorite stickers. Become a master at paper mache and you can quite literally paper mache anything you want. Like, I've seen people paper mache like these cool little shark figurines and then hang them from their roof to have like a cool little shark themed underwater aesthetic for their bedroom. I thought those were so cool. You could do all those little different personality tests and exploring your test results, especially if you do it with your friends and your family. Make your own board game or card game. It's not as hard as it seems. You could learn a fun party craft, like you could learn how to balloon twist or to face paint, really cool. And you could be that person to create personalized playlists for your friends. You could just put together a playlist and be like, go to your bestie and be like, you know what? I made this for you. It's like the 2025 equivalent of giving somebody a mixtape. So as we go into the last 20, these are gonna be your skill building hobbies. This is gonna expand your tool kit for your different skills that you know. Definitely turn some of these skills into a career or a side hustle. Number 81, we have learning a new language, like Francais or Nihongo, or Espanol, or ASL. This is your sign to learn ASL, sign language, because it's literally English with your hands. Learning a new language literally opens the door towards literally everything. So you should, this is your sign right now to learn French or Japanese. I actually have Japanese videos on my page if you want to go check those out. I was a French and Japanese major in college, so je parle français et nihongo hanasimasu yo. You could try to cook international dishes from scratch. Learn to make pho, or learn how to make onigiri, or learn how to make tamales, or maybe a bûche de Noël. Learn how to make all these different cuisines from different areas and make it from scratch. It's gonna be really cool. Okay, so the next one is to try a DIY home project. Go on Pinterest, literally type in DIY home projects, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different DIY things that you can do at different skill levels. Learn how to play an instrument, like a real instrument, like the piano, guitar, or, you know, saxophone. Maybe like the violin. You could also take it a step further with number 81, is to journal in a second language to practice. That's gonna be a hell of a useful skill. I used to do that a lot. I also had a Japanese pen pal. That is one of the best ways to practice your writing and reading skills. So the next thing you could get into is to study astrology or birth charts if you're into that kind of thing. You can practice makeup, and not just any old makeup, but you could also learn how to do special effects makeup. You could also learn how to craft your own skincare products. Like you could do a hair mask, you can do a face mask, you can do hand or feet masks. There's a lot of recipes on Pinterest, TikTok, or just the internet in general on how to DIY a lot of that stuff. You could learn mixology and make really cool mocktails or cocktails. You could become skilled at chess and make other people think that you're really smart. You could get good at both writing and illustrating, and you can make your own children's books and then sell them online and make that bank. You could also learn basic woodworking, like whittling. You could create stop motion videos. This one's hella useful. You could learn how to design and code websites. You could absolutely turn that into a viable career because coding is very difficult and very sought after. You can teach yourself basic video editing skills and start a YouTube channel. You could explore 3D printing. A lot of local libraries have 3D printers. So if there's something you want to 3D print, like, I don't know, battle cat armor for your kitty cats, just download the file, take it to your local 3D printer, print it out, bam. Oh, you could stretch every day and become really flexible and do like the splits. You could also master a card game or a magic trick. Or for the last thing, you could experiment with sound design and audio production. Maybe this is your sign to be the world's next best producer. Okay? You could produce the soundtrack for Taylor Swift's new single, or even BTS's new single. Learn how to do it, have some fun, start a new hobby of 2025, and who knows, maybe you'll make yourself a little bit of money on the side. And that brings us to the end of this video. So If at the end of these 100 different hobbies, you didn't find any hobbies for you, I'm very sorry. Wasted your time. Just kidding, it's your fault because you don't like anything. But all kidding aside, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below what kind of hobbies you will be trying in 2025, and be sure to click that like and subscribe button to keep up with all of my videos. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Love you. Mwah.